Hi, this is Tim at the bakery. The cookies that you ordered should be delivered by now. The list of ingredients are included. Make sure that you read them carefully.
Hello, it's Mark from Miami Drop-Off. Looks like you missed your delivery last night. Please drop it off at Southwest 107th Place. Our clients will not tolerate further delays.
This is Thomas from the Methadone Clinic. We've scheduled a short meeting for you tonight. We're at Northwest 184th Street, Apartment 105. And, don't worry. Your discretion is of importance to our clients.
Good evening. This is Blake speaking. We have a job for you. There's a power outage over on 24th Northeast Street. We want you to take care of it. We already sent someone over a while ago, but it seems he didn't do a very good job. Head over there right away. They're expecting you. Keep it quick and clean.
Hi, it's Ben from Miami Funeral Parlor. I'm just calling to tell you we have the tombstone order done and ready to be delivered. With a little luck, you should be getting it before the weekend. Hi, this is Tim at the bakery. The cookies that you ordered should be delivered by now. The list of ingredients are included. Make sure that you read them carefully.
Hello, it's Mark from Miami Drop-Off. Looks like you missed your delivery last night. Please drop it off at Southwest 107th Place. Our clients will not tolerate further delays.
This is Thomas from the Methadone Clinic. We've scheduled a short meeting for you tonight. We're at Northwest 184th Street, Apartment 105. And, don't worry.
Alright.
Your discretion is of importance to us.
I have a little bit of editing to do.
Good evening.
Actually, I have a lot of bit of editing to do, but
We have a job for you.
sun's coming up,
There's a power
so
outage over
I need to at least
24th
start on
North
it.
Street.
So that I
We want
can
you to take care of it. We
really
already
get
sent
into
someone
it
over a
tomorrow.
while ago.
Why is it
but
so
it seems he
fucking...
didn't do a very good job. Head over there right away. They're expecting you. Keep it quick and clean.
Get out of the yellow.
Hi, it's Ben from Miami Funeral Parlor.
Did I share it already?
I'm just
Alright.
calling to tell you we have the tombstone order done, ready to be delivered. With a little luck, you should be getting it before the weekend.
Oh man, I knew I forgot to do something. Also forgot to set up too small. Nope. I'm probably gonna be leaning in. That should do it. I gotta set this up.
Hi, this is Tim at the bakery. The cookies that you ordered should be delivered by now. The list of ingredients are included. Make sure that you read them carefully.
Hello, it's Mark from Miami Drop-Off. Looks like you missed your delivery last night. Please drop it off at Southwest 107th Place. Our clients will not tolerate further delays.
This is Thomas from the Methadone Clinic. We've scheduled a short meeting for you tonight. We're at Northwest 184th Street, Apartment 105. And, don't worry. Your discretion is of importance to our clients.
Good evening. This is Blake speaking. We have a job for you. There's a power outage over on 24th Northeast Street. We want you to take care of it. We already sent someone over a while ago.
Okay. I gotta turn something on.
When Tony get knocked over, he'd be like, strike. You look like a gay bowling ball. Look at you, you big black motherfucker. Except a bowling ball, you can only fit 3 fingers inside of it.
You look like a homosexual zebra.
Oh my god.
That motherfucker be galloping ass backwards.
Christ.
I can just see you in Africa running with your ass front forward.
Alright.
The ass button lions and shit.
Not all of us are lucky enough to look like outer space, alright?
If they took you to outer space, you want a capsule full of dildos.
Oh, why would I be on a capsule full of dildos?
So you can have fun. Tony got a dildo air freshener.
That actually...
Dildo shower head.
That
Okay.
is true.
You gotta punch a dick to get in his house.
That's actually... I don't know how you know that. You must be snooping around
You
like
play
that.
dick goose.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. You are out of control.
Yeah.
How are you so good at this?
I don't know. I think you
are incredibly talented.
you was fucking with Dr.
Uh,
Seuss.
Yeah. We know you love green eggs and
Oh, yes.
4 fucking zipper pockets on to hide the beef jerky in your shit. What the fuck? How many fucking pockets you need on one pair of pants?
You one loud white dude. You would have been a good slave owner. What the fuck are you doing not working? Get back to work, you motherfucker. Put them chains back.
Put some new knowledge in your fucking dry ass dreads, man.
Oh.
You got Keenan Thompson's haircut from 1996. Dry ass motherfucking dreads. Them shits look fucked up, man.
What the fuck?
Damn,
Oh.
all kind of accoutrements and shit, motherfucker.
Your face look like a scream mask. Get your goddamn surprise face ass up out of here, nigga. You always look like you trick or treating. Get the fuck up.
Man, Michael Rappaport does not seem very good at
I
roasting.
hate to see you do my doorbell, nigga.
Fucking dreads. That's comedy store sweatshirt on.
Your face look like you just got some bad news.
You got blue strip pants on. Where the fuck you break dance?
Your mouth look like it's supposed to wind up, nigga.
Oh my
Hell yeah,
god.
man. You got a mouthful of horse teeth. Boy.
Yeah, look at you, yo, your shits are crooked, motherfucker. You need to get your whole furniture set fixed. Show the crowd your fronts. Look at your fronts. Them shits are busted.
You ain't, hey, but look, when you
Look at them
smile,
shits.
you ain't gotta do shit because you ain't got no lips.
That's alright. You ain't got no.
You always showing teeth.
Cut your fucking nails, motherfucker. Look at your nail. Where do you go with your nails and them short ass fingers? Little bam bam fingers.
Guys,
His thumb's bigger than his forefinger. Why you look at your fucking thumb is bigger than your finger?
You look like a hip hop Catholic priest. Get the fuck up out of here. Get your ass out of here. Looking like you drive for the Pope.
oh my god.
Tucking in your shirt like we can't see that fat fucking
It ain't tough, man.
You got an Audi, motherfucker. Zip your
You
zip
should've
your
put-
fly up. You got 5 zippers on your pants.
You should have put a Santa Claus beard on before you came up here, nigga.
Why would he wear a beard? I
To
don't know.
hide that ugly ass mouth, nigga.
Oh, come
That
on.
motherfucker got a Rachel Ray mouth.
Not all of
Get
us.
your CNN news mouth ass up out of here, nigga.
Not all of us are lucky enough to have those allergic reaction lips that you have, David Lucas.
You gotta go to Rite Aid, man. I
Tony,
gotta
if you don't shut your llama red pajama looking ass up.
gift certificate to Rite Aid.
You look like you eat a
dusty motherfucker, man. God damn, you're dusty.
I'm at work.
You're dusty.
You prepared for this. Look how you look.
No, I'm not prepared, motherfucker.
Looking like you about to spit a freestyle and give the blessing. Get your confused dressing ass up out of here.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, you look like you this motherfucker look like he eat herpes sandwiches.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah, weird ass white dude.
Fat ass black dude.
Hell yeah.
You roly-poly looking motherfucker. You got some big ass fucking thumbs, man. What's wrong with that? Yeah, how many toes you
You
got?
gotta pay bitches to hang out with you.
You do have some big thumbs.
You got some fucked up. Yo, your hands are fucked up. Let me see your feet. I guarantee you got.
Why you
fucked up
talk like Joe Pesci?
feet. Let me
Get
see.
your Home Alone talking ass up out of here, nigga.
You got the first edition.
Know that you're in there and that you're all alone. Let us see your hat. Let us see your head.
Okay,
That
David.
motherfucker got a handful of Dan Rather hair.
I'm good. Dry ass dreads.
Those things are.
Bumba clot. Look at them shits. All over the place. Where the fuck you going with them
Bumba
shit?
clot, nigga.
Yo, put some grease in them shits, man. Grow them shits out. Figure out what you're doing. Keenan Thompson. God
I'm gonna put it in a
damn.
ponytail.
Do something, man.
Put it in a ponytail.
Make a man, but you look fucked up on the yard.
God, Michael Rappaport is annoying.
Bitch, you don't get your Sherlock Holmes dressing ass up out of here.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna put an end to
Looking
this.
like a gospel detective.
Alright, I'm ending this. I'm ending
Yeah,
this.
sip that water without them lips, nigga.
Oh my god. Alright.
That motherfucker gotta
Hey.
sip water with his teeth. Hell yeah.
David Lucas.
Bob Barker mouth ass.
Alright, David. David, you're
I
out.
wanted to keep on going. I want to hear what the fuck he gotta say. Domino's pizza delivering ass.
Yo, you need to get a nail filer for your knuckles. You're a knuckle dragger. Your shit is fucked up, man. Look at your fucking hands, man. Yo, you got some Barney fucking rubble fucking hands,
And
man.
look at your nails.
Show them.
You look like you've been massaging concrete, nigga.
Show. Yo,
This motherfucker opened up a concrete massage parlor.
your hands
Bring your driveways in. I'll massage the fuck out of
ashy
them.
as fuck. You got oatmeal colored hands, man. What the fuck? Dry sand at the beach fucking hands.
Your face is like cornbread.
Okay, alright. Guys, we gotta stop this.
Get your
It's been 11
Looks like it's
minutes.
right on the dot.
Thanksgiving. Get your Thanksgiving stuffing eating ass up out of here.
You don't talk about stuffing, big chops.
There he
Don't
goes.
talk about fucking stuff, you
Oh, we done. All right.
Michael
chocolate pudding and sardine eating motherfucker.
Michael got the last one on the
Oh, fuck that. Get your
Keep
bagel.
going, keep going.
Get your goddamn
Keep going.
bagel and smoked salmon eating ass up out of here.
You're wearing an outfit I dropped off the Salvation Army two weeks ago. Look at them shit. God damn, man. God damn. God damn. Give him a new Comedy Store sweatshirt. Fuck. You got the 1997 edition. Motherfucker, man.
You just loud, nigga. Microphone mouth ass. Nigga, you don't need no microphone.
Oh my god. Ladies
No,
and
we gotta
gentlemen.
keep going, bro.
Why, what do you mean you gotta keep going?
Man, fuck this. I go all day.
Overtime.
Overtime, nigga.
You guys are
Go.
Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
You look like
Makes
Alex
sense
Trebek.
now.
Double Jeopardy face ass.
Your dreads have grown an inch since you got on this fucking stage, and one of them fell out.
Yo, you and Jeremiah got the same nose. Dolphin nose ass.
That's true.
Intentional. I'm not in this.
You like you put your nose in drink cans for fun.
Oh my god. Alright, like I said, this should have been over 2 minutes ago.
Fuck it, man.
David, unbelievable set, unbelievable roasting
Excellent.
both of you guys.
Yeah.
David motherfucking Lucas submitted again.
No, I don't think people know that we, you know, we met through
Dating app.
Randy Wall.
To tell me that you're singing your jokes at a Panera Bread place or
April
something?
18th, I'll be at Vibrato.
Oh, Vibrato.
Jessica.
Can you sing us a joke or something that you're doing? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Bill Burr likes it in the butt. Gently, when you squeeze his left nut. Ow, the blood flows out of his butt wherever he goes.
Hey, you gonna open with that?
No,
That feels like the middle of the set.
you're the one.
When you
you're the
bring
one
it
who's
down.
opening.
Oh! My biggest fear was not learning how to fly it. It was ground school and the test, and because I did not do well in school, so I didn't think. But I also, John, whenever you lash out at me like that, I just know it's all self-loathing. Okay, and you can come in here with your Tony Curtis haircut and act like you're the bee's knees, and I just don't buy it. Tony Curtis, there's another
that
guy.
what this is
There's
about?
another guy that went to Nordstrom's.
That I have hair, you don't?
Hmm?
Like it's my fault.
No, there's just something about the
I
way
didn't give you my genes. I have nothing to do with it.
Fuck.
Off camera is adding like 100.
No.
Off camera, doesn't even exist.
There's a lot of women that are into that. It's a fetish. They call them pelicanos.
Ah, no, that's not the answer.
They're into people with.
Son of a bitch bastard.
No, your face
No, I
has
just
it.
gotta
You know
stay
what I like?
forward.
Your face has its own neck pillow. It must be nice when you get on a plane.
Well, my
When you
grandmother
go like
had
this, your neck fat just kind of catches you.
I know it's true, and it's. I don't know where this came
the
from. I
fuck?
really don't. I'm thinking maybe it's because I eat too much, but I highly doubt it. I just think I breathed in really hard once and too much air, and it went, and then it just stuck.
Dizzy Gillespie had a neck like that, but it was because he played the trumpet.
Twitch stream
Country
fucked
music.
up.
That was his cheeks.
You, on the other hand, have that because you eat cake at night.
No, pastries.
Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts. This is basically, one of my favorite people in this business because this is all we do. Is we just give each other shit. And I have been having a field day with, the guys.
I've never done it.
The guys
though.
Strip.
It's always on tap.
The guys, I've been having a field day texting you
Oh, here we go.
Annoying things about the Gaza Strip.
Well, let's just call this episode The Jew and the Nazi. Let's just get down to it. We do it in text. We've never done it face to face.
I'm just presenting.
I told you I'm bringing my howitzer.
Oh, God.
Boom. Go ahead.
No, I just mentioned
Let the games begin.
We like to discuss world politics and ways to solve them, or possible sources for the conflict.
You know,
I have to be honest with you, I never had a problem with Jews until I met you. And then I was like, now I get it. What was Gavin?
You know, the way we...
What was Gavin McLeod like?
He was like you, Bob.
When you
Oh,
I think
no.
you were confused because it was actually good, and your thoughts of me is that I'm horrible. And I know you joke around about it a lot, but I know that that's coming from someplace.
Well, deep down, you are horrible. This is your whole act. Albert Einstein's a genius. What do you think, Bill? I don't. Is he? Is he really? Oh, you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth. Bill Burr takes it up the butt. You wake up in the morning and you brush your hair. Bill Burr takes it up the butt. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, as simple as ABC. You wake up in the morning and you take a breath of air. Bill Burr takes it up the butt.
John Lovitz isn't very funny
So
either.
funny, I forgot to laugh.
That was disappointing.
Kick is an extremely controversial site. It seems like every week we're getting a new story.
We are
about Kick.
live on Kick right now. Kick.com/Drunken Atheist Studio. If anyone that watches this has a Kick, go sub to me over there. Or follow, or whatever.
Streaming sites. Really, I just hate Twitch with a passion. The site blows. But now, a former employee from Kick, and by proxy Stake, which is the casino that owns Kick, named Melissa, has come out with a video detailing her experience there and explaining why the company sucks from her perspective. She opens up by saying that while she left on her own, Kick went with the narrative that she was fired, saying it to multiple people behind the scenes. And she even provides some emails here showing that she did in fact resign and was not fired by the company. And in one of these emails, it's clear that she expressed she had some major ethical concerns with how it was being run, but she claims Kick was affecting her potential to get other jobs by saying that she was fired, which is why she felt the need to post these emails and make her video.
It's important to note that the office environment for me was extremely hostile, not only because I was being treated pretty poorly by a couple of individuals and the people that I went to for help were not helpful at all, but because there was just a consistent disrespect to other people's opinions and beliefs. This went as far as to just consistently hearing the excellent, and not even just in jest, like as a joke, it was
I have that
specifically,
chair.
you know,
Oh wait, you
targeted
guys can't see what I'm
towards
watching.
discriminated against. Even so much as to walk past the socials room, the guys that run the, you know, kick streaming and kick community, and hear the N-word just dropped. Hard R. And I'm like, what is this office? How? And they had the executive, like the upper management was in the room. And I just sort of was like, what did I just hear? I couldn't believe it. And it's like, I came from companies that if you said anything slightly offensive, you are in trouble, if not fired.
Wow, so Kick is based?
And here the N-word just dropped. Hard R.
Ladies and gentlemen, pop the champagne bottles, quit your office job, quit your 9 to 5, quit your Amazon warehouse stocking job, okay? It's time to work for Kick. They're gonna let us all in. Honestly, I mean, this is something she probably didn't expect because she comes from the corporate Silicon Valley type world. Whereas these guys are hired by a gambling company. They're just not on the same page at all, right? I mean, honestly, it is crazy to me, though, that they were just dropping that at the office. I thought that was just like a Turkey Tom office type thing.
Hard R.
Not a typical office environment for tech companies in the 21st century at all. But it seems like the Kick staff in this case is somewhat reflective of the Kick talent. I think they would get along just fine. But by that same token, it's strange to me that if what she's saying is true, that is happening, they also go out of their way to like ban certain people for saying slurs like Boss Me and Jack.
Oh my god, dude, I literally just hate my life. What, dude? Oh my god.
Seems like kind of a big double standard to me. Free Boss Me and Jack, by the way. Austin, he is the GOAT.
I was consistently working with businesses overseas, so there were times where I would be working from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. outside of work hours after doing a day's work. So it was very normal to work from home anyway. and all I needed to do was work from home for a couple of hours at the end of the day to pick up my daughter every second week. You can imagine it was a surprise to me when the manager of the Carter's team, yes, the same guy that has been going around spreading lies about me, sat me down and just flat out said that my flexible working arrangements would be revoked effective immediately and I need to find alternatives. I found it absolutely disgusting that that was effective immediately when basically giving me no time to come up with an alternative. And not to get too personal, but I don't have anybody to lean on. I don't have friends or family that can help me out here, and they were very aware of that. So for me, there was no other options. They were basically telling me to choose between my child and my work.
This is a very, very valid complaint in my mind if everything she's saying is true. I mean, I think, I want to have a bit of a feminist take here, okay? I think women entering the workforce and being encouraged to pursue careers is good. But one thing that can be left behind is that a big part of being a woman for a lot of women is being a mother. And I think they should be allowed to adjust their work schedule to keep their job if they're also intent on raising their child. I mean, I know this exists on a case-by-case basis. Obviously, if there's like a small business and they can't afford to have someone on payroll when they can't fully dedicate their time to that business because they're taking care of their kid, maybe they would have to let someone go, and I wouldn't be like pissed about that, right? Doesn't really matter. That makes a lot of sense. But to my knowledge, Kick has a lot of money. I mean, they have the backing of Stake, which makes a ton of money. They've given streamers massive contracts in the past, so surely they'd be able to accommodate this woman while she's raising her child, right?
Of course I asked if this had anything to do with my performance, because to me that was the only excusable reason that they could have to even revoke the rights, but to do it so suddenly. I was told in that meeting that it had absolutely nothing to do with my performance, which made sense to me because I wasn't underperforming at all and I hadn't been told ever that I was underperforming. So it would have been very out of the blue for them to just say it in that meeting and not tell me anything prior or give me any kind of notes prior to that, like, oh, please work on this or you need to do better here.
And even this, if this is true, that is extremely unprofessional. I mean, if she was just like a contractor, then that would be different. If she worked with Kick now and then, on and off, was more of a freelance person, fair enough. But this entire thing hinges on her being an employee at Kick and being employed by Kick. So for them to drop this on her so short notice is extremely unfair, and it's something absolutely worth criticizing the company for if it's true. There are not a lot of receipts here, so it's hard for me to know what's happening. Like, am I saying she's lying? No, I'm really not. I'm just being skeptical, because at the end of the day, the proof she would need to have is like secret audio recordings from these meetings, and I'm not really expecting her to have that. But she did show this one crop screenshot, but it doesn't go into much detail from what I can tell, so I'm not totally sure what to make of these allegations. But if they're true, that's Kick, respect women more, bro. Women don't owe you Kick.
I also referenced in this resignation letter that I was being mistreated by a couple of co-workers. I'm not going to get into this right now because honestly, it's just a lot. There's a lot to say. I actually made a video that was an hour and a half long about Kick, but I decided that I kind of came off a little bit like this guy, so I'm not going to release that right now.
I feel like if that happened, you should just drop it. I mean, this is your one shot to get the information out there. There's no reason to hold back like the first time, really, is there? If the video is an hour and a half long, I mean, that is very long for most people to watch, but I think that, she should have condensed it maybe and put it into this video, honestly, because I fucking hate when people breadcrumb information, they cuck me out of the content. Okay, they edge me a little bit. They're like, oh, I'm gonna touch the shaft a little bit, and then I can never come. Like, just bust. Let me bust. Just let me bust. Please. Please let me bust. Now, past this point, she decides to get into what it was like working there for the last month she was employed at Kick. She basically sought out the higher-ups at Kick to figure out what to do about her flexible working arrangements being taken away, and she wanted to talk to Ed from Stake, the co-founder of the casino and the top dog at Kick. Now, I was curious about this guy because I've never really looked into him. I've heard a lot about him. I wanted to figure out who he is, and it turns out, apart from having a supervillain last name, Ed is actually a billionaire. He's from Australia. Cringe right off the bat.
Oh, hey, Emily. Hello, Emily. How are you doing? Is it in the Kick chat? Sorry if you've been hanging. What's up? How you doing? I just started up on Kick, and I only get it in a little chat box over on this screen, when normally the chat's over on that screen.
So Ed Craven has a very interesting lineage behind him, to say the least. And the Cravens are doing very, very well, as just 2 years ago, Ed purchased an $88 million home.
I'm editing the new episode of Culturescape, which you could find on YouTube. I should put the logo on the screen. Why is the fucking TV yelling at me?
Have you ever done a sober stream, brother?
So Melissa really wanted an explanation from Ed in regards to these flexible working arrangements. It's hard to blame her. It seems like this company is somewhat disorganized if they're really not prioritizing giving her some kind of explanation for this and what was going on. In that email she showed from the company, they say they wish she had brought up the concerns to their HR department, the Human Resources Department, where every company throws the fetuses from Planned Parenthood in a blender and puts their mouth over it like, and just turns it on and goes, ah. But if she told the CMO, and he said that Ed Craven would have some kind of explanation soon, and that explanation never really came, well, it just seems like this wasn't a very big priority for them in the first place, and they were probably going to paper her out anyway. Now she was on one of her biggest claims about the company, at least as far as what's being talked about online, specifically one of them relating to Jake Future, who was a young fan of Aiden Ross who met him on Discord, and later became a streamer himself because of Aiden's help.
Okay.
Already rapping. Come on now. Merch coming soon, Jake. Merch coming soon. Money when you're starting a business up, Jake. So my last gift to you is, you got another 10,000.
Culturescape. Got to extend this.
And Melissa claims that Jake's contract was destroyed by Kick, basically.
When I asked about this streamer's contract renewal, he had a smirk on his face and goes, I decimated his rate. And this was apparently hilarious because everybody else in the room laughed. I said, well, what did you put it down to? And he proceeded to then brag about the fact that he got him on a below market set rate for an English streamer. Everybody thought this was funny, and I was shocked. And even if I think about this too much, it actually makes me cry because the thought of how bad this streamer must have felt, it's just not right. And the level of just cruelty there as well, and just absolutely no compassion towards the fact that this person. There are no words. I have no words about this. It made me. I don't use the word hate very often, but it made me hate this person.
If that's true, that is incredibly shitty that they did that to him. Even worse, they were bragging about it. Like, if you're gonna drop him, just drop him. I mean, it's not surprising to me that Jake Future probably wasn't really making enough money. Business perspective on it, but to be like, we're gonna lower this like this autist rate, you destroy him. Wait, is that based? No, it's not. Pretty crazy shit, bros. Now, Jake himself claims the deal was never lowered. A lot of people seem to think that Melissa's video made Kick change their mind about it and decide to keep the contract going when they were definitely planning to drop him. Hard to say without inside details, really. Kick as a company has yet to respond to this video at all. Now, for the next story, apparently there is a streamer Kick wanted to move over to their site from Twitch. And their strategy, in their words, was that it would be easy to get them over there because they were probably going to die soon because they have cancer.
The quote that I remember hearing was, we can get her on Kick streaming steak for a relatively low price because she probably thinks she's going to die soon and she'll want to leave more money for her family.
Bro, I mean, that is funny in like a psychotically evil businessman type of way. Like, you would think it's really funny if it's like in a cartoon, but in real life, it's like, what is wrong with you? What is the strategy here? How? If what Melissa is saying is true about Jake Future and about this streamer, who a lot of people are saying is Kai Day, that is nuts. Preying on someone's terminal illness for financial gain, like intentionally. Doesn't really get much scummier than that, does it?
I decimated his rate. And this was apparently hilarious because everybody else in the room laughed. I said, well, what did you...
She also criticizes their moderation for allowing sexual degenerates on the platform.
They don't care about files on the platform. Like this guy right here, I had to fight tooth and nail to get this guy off. This is something I went into detail in the other video, but yeah, fought so hard to get this guy off, and he told two 14-year-old girls that he wanted to do something sexual to them, and he even included their age in the proposition. I mean, if you haven't seen the video, it's so heinous, it's so wrong, and the fact that everyone there could watch it almost with a grin on their face. There were staff members who were defending it, saying that it was a joke.
And at the end of the day, I think making jokes about myself can be funny. The problem comes when the person making those jokes is doing it in front of a child. Then it's not really a joke. It can pick it up. It can be really bad. You can't do that. You cannot allow people to even jokingly make these kinds of comments to kids. And you can't allow them to get away with it. This has been a consistent problem for I think from someone like Riot Lol, and what he did is way beyond jokes. Or like Derek Raz, once again, like that guy is weird. And then you got this guy that she's citing named Just Snags. He was on Kick for a while. He even got into some major beef with Lil Tay.
Calm down and raise it up. I don't care. You not bad enough. Your nose, you got the fucking beak on you. You look like you stink. Your hair look mad rough. Like, comb your hair a little bit. Yeah, you. And your lips. You dumb. Look, your lips look mad dry. Your hands is mad fat.
Oh, hi Nutellus, how you doing? In the Twitch chat.
It's not slavery where white people can treat us like I can say whatever you want. I can say something back. Like, get off my. I don't know you. Stop saying my name.
Now he did eventually get banned, but according to Melissa, getting him banned was an absolute pain in the
I'm tired, but I have a lot of shit to do. It's 6 in the morning. I haven't gone to sleep yet. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday.
Now, given a lot of these accusations, XQC, who has a pretty big contract,
Fucking sun is out.
he decided to respond to some of it to say that Kick is fixing a lot of these problems, and a lot of them are in the past.
And we have had like round of discussions with me and other big creators with the owners that, yo guys, this counts.
What does it look like in here right now?
And a lot of them is done.
Oh, the sun's coming in.
Because when you see this, you care, or your friend to care, right? But the actual things to care about, you don't actually care about them. But and if you notice, maybe this month, maybe 6 weeks total, right? Things have been going very smoothly. A lot of the big dogs, the big trash, has been removed, banned, and it's gone way up, like legitimately. And that's been like through manual efforts and showing up and doing the right things. Oh, here's a mistake. Oh, how can I rectify it? Let's work on doing something good. Oh, this isn't good. Let's find a solution instead of getting mad about old problems that were fixed.
I mean, I definitely understand what he's saying, and Kick is a new site, so there are going to be a lot of issues to iron out. But what she's saying is that Kick didn't care about these issues in the first place, and their process for dealing with them is basically unethical. I mean, you can say that things have been good for a few weeks or a month. Oh, it's been good for a month, chat. It's been good for a month. Like, good. But those problems existed in the first place, so they should, I mean, it's okay to talk about it now. And what about for the past year that the site has been up and running and had a lot of these issues? I feel like some of these issues could have been addressed way earlier and mitigated if the Kick staff really cared. And I like
This is a conversation about Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know shit about no Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm like just lost in the whole conversation.
The content paradigm, I like that like more edgy creators like Ice Poseidon can go there, or Aiden Ross can go there. So say whatever they want, do whatever they want, that's cool. But there has to be some basic rules, and those rules need to be strictly enforced. Now, Ice Poseidon also responded to saying, when I streamed at the Kick office, I did a gay tent, and they had inclusive posters on the wall, so there's no way what the ex-staff said could be true. I also met her, and she said she loved working there. Lol. But, like, obviously she could have just changed her mind. Also, just because there's, like, a gay poster on the wall doesn't mean you're not gonna, say sometimes, right? it's not really gonna stop you that much. Like, if you want to say it, oh, the poster made me stop. The poster, guys. He also did make a decent point about the fact that your future averages like 55 viewers live, so for him to even be paid is kind of ridiculous. That is true, but I don't know if it's the best plot of behind the scenes if that was happening. Okay. Ultimately, I don't know how much of what Melissa said is true versus not. A lot of it is without evidence, but some of her complaints seem to line up with problems that Kick has had, even from a public-facing perspective, that I think definitely need to be dealt with. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Greetings and salutations, loyal viewers of this channel. My name is Sean, and today we gotta talk about what is going on with the mayor of the city of Oakland, because we've had a major update. She has come out of hiding, given a press conference, claimed that she has done nothing wrong, and now she's alleging the FBI
Excuse me.
coordinating with the recall campaign in order to destroy her reputation, because as we all know, Joe Biden's FBI definitely 100% is going after Democrats. That's a thing that's definitely happening, and they teamed up with this recall to form this investigation in, I guess, a couple of days, just to bring down Mayor Shang Tao. Now, we're going to get into this, we're going to assess the validity of this, but before we do, thank you to everybody who supports this channel via actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Oh, give me the money. Give me the money. Okay? Our city woke up to the news that the FBI had raided the home that I share with my partner and our family. You all deserve to hear directly from me about this event. I plan to be 100% transparent and cooperate fully with this investigation.
Politicians are such sleaze bags.
I have done nothing wrong.
So right off the top, I don't know why I have to clarify this, but some of you out there in the audience thought I was saying in my previous video that Mayor Shang Tao was in hiding from the FBI when I meant she was in hiding from the press. She had not given a media appearance since the raid. She had actually avoided some functions that she was scheduled for, and even at her house, the media was not able to get a hold of her. But she has come out, she's swinging, and she's decided to take aim at the FBI, coordinating supposedly with the recall campaign, and saying that they tipped off the media, when in reality, in actuality, we have overwhelming evidence that a huge portion of this claim is nonsense.
I want to know how the TV cameras knew to show up on my sleepy residential street so early in the morning to capture footage of the raid.
First and foremost, the media outlets got the tips from the neighbors. When you live next to the mayor and the mayor's home gets raided by the FBI, you tend to call it in. That's exactly what happened right here. Secondly, the recall campaign was deemed successful to, actually get the recall on the ballot 2 days before the FBI raid. And from what we can all see for ourselves, this investigation has been developing for months, if not years, prior to this. And this is due in large part to the fact that you have this family, this powerful Vietnamese family, at the center of this, and we had ethics investigations related to this dating back to, I believe, 2021.
The timing of all this is troubling, and we should all be concerned. We now have an active recall campaign.
They're
that
both
is a
doing
waste of time
something.
and public resources, and I have questions that need to be answered. I want to know what probable cause the FBI has. What evidence have they collected that justifies raiding the home of a sitting mayor without notice and without the courtesy of a conversation?
Now, of course, the mayor takes aim at the recall campaign. She says it's a waste of time and public resources, and need I remind you that the investigation supposedly is due to a pay-to-play scheme in which this contractor that's owned by this Vietnamese firm, that, by the way, is the only company contracted to pick up recyclables curbside in the city of Oakland, has in the past received overpayments for their services, and this was deemed to be true in previous administrations, and thus been forced to pay back for those services. So in this particular instance, when there appears to be a scheme in order to get them to donate more than the legal limit to various candidates, a total of $76,000 when they're up for government contracts, that's obviously a red flag and may indicate a greater waste of public resources. On top of that, let us be clear, this particular scandal for Mayor Shang Tao is the tip of the iceberg. When she came into office in the city of Oakland, as I've said time and time again, crime was actually going down in the city. They had actually dropped to all-time lows, below 100 homicides a year and still descending, and then all of a sudden, despite the fact that that was achieved through increasing the Oakland police force along with various other methods, she decided to jump on board with the defund the police ideology, and guess what? Crime spiked dramatically. You have all these different businesses that are closing. We're actually going to do a video on another company abandoning the city very soon, and she wants to pretend like the recall campaign has no merits. That's absurd. She is one of the best candidates to recall in the entire country, at least from the mayor's office, not to mention the district attorney that she works hand in hand with, Pamela Price, should also be up for a recall.
I want to know more about the handful of billionaires from San Francisco and from Piedmont who are hell-bent on running me out of office. I want to know why, the day following the qualification of a recall election, funded by some of the richest people in the Bay Area, seemed like the right day to execute a warrant.
Now, you gotta love the fact that she's talking about the handful of billionaires from San Francisco and all these other places that are trying to run her out of office. She ends up playing the victim, saying that she didn't grow up rich, she didn't go to an elite college, and all that stuff.
When you're in that much shock, and your life has been turned upside down in an instant, it is hard to know who you can trust. But what I do know is that this wouldn't have gone down the way it did if I was rich, if I had gone to elite private schools, or if I had come from money. I know that for sure because former elected officials are sitting safely in their houses, in the hills right now with campaign finance violations piling up, mountains of evidence that prove actual wrongdoing.
But need I point out that the reason she's under investigation is because this very powerful Vietnamese family that's not only powerful in the state of California, but is powerful in the nation of Vietnam, billionaires themselves, appear to have gone out of their way to install her into office. So the idea that, oh, these rich people want me gone in San Francisco, I'm just like you, I'm a woman of the people, is kind of absurd when you're dealing with a corruption scheme where you're giving away the dollars of the people. On top of that, there is nothing more of a luxury belief than being in favor of defund the police, having your citizens suffer with the criminals while you sit in your ivory tower and pretend like the problems aren't happening. That's who this mayor is. She is an elitist. Make no mistake about it, I don't give a damn that she didn't grow up extraordinarily rich or go to elite private schools.
Their front doors remain intact, their reputations preserved, their innocence presumed until proven guilty. They will never face this indignity. This I know for sure because I was born poor in America, and that teaches you a lot about the world from day one. I know many of you know exactly how this feels. Sitting with your head in your hands, scared, angry, scared to look too angry in fear of how you might make the situation worse, feeling the injustice in every bone in your body, knowing if you cry out and demand for answers, you will do nothing but cement the judgment they have rooted deep in their mind.
Now, what's great about this particular press conference is that Mayor Sheng Tao actually had an elite lawyer, and we actually talked about him in a previous video, and I made fun of one of the defenses that he threw out there, which was that Sheng Tao wasn't the target of the investigation, it was actually just the residents.
He doesn't believe the mayor is the target of the search. The target of the search warrant was the residents, not her.
Which was hilarious to me, because it's her residence. They're not going to arrest her home. Obviously, if the FBI is raiding it, that has something to do with her. But that lawyer is considered to be a very well-respected white-collar crimes lawyer, the perfect person to be on board, and despite the fact that he has this weird, goofy hair behind the back of his head, he was a legit force on her side and could have easily mounted a good defense for her, because that's what the man does. Well, guess what? He's dropped the case. He was not in favor of this press conference. He did not like this press conference. Something in here that he heard he could not get on board with.
Yeah, her legal counsel, Tony Brass, who is a very well-known and respected defense attorney, former federal prosecutor, basically bowed out of the case. And when asked why, he told me, for starters, he didn't know that this press conference was going to happen.
At all.
He didn't know, and he didn't know what she was going to say. And I don't believe that he was comfortable with her insinuations that the FBI was somehow acting out of political considerations, that they were somehow involved with the recall effort, that the recall effort happened and that she found it quote-unquote troublesome that the FBI showed up the next day or within 2 days. And she even questioned, how did we in the media find out about it?
Sure.
Hinting that possibly the FBI leaked it.
So now she needs to find a new attorney because this guy not interested in working with her anymore, which could lead me to believe that he thinks he's dealing with a rogue candidate who's trying to litigate this in the court of public opinion. Even though that would cost her very dearly. even as she's a part of one of the most successful demographics in the United States of America, to basically excuse her way to stealing. I mean, there's a reason why her chief of staff that went from her campaign all the way to the time that she got into office decided that she was going to pack it up and leave and talk to the FBI, and this is because this particular powerful Vietnamese family seemed to hold a great range of influence over her, and as she described it, one of the things that the FBI is looking into is whether or not this person is trading favors for campaign donations or other perks like appointments and like policy, etc., government contracts, all of that.
I see you. I really see you. And I am your mayor. I am the mayor to all the Oaklanders who work hard.
Now that being said, there are points of this press conference where I just kind of want to laugh out loud, like the fact that she started tearing up in the end of it, saying, "I am the mayor of you. I am the mayor to all Oaklanders." Oh my god, it's so sad. I mean, unless of course you're the victim of a crime, unless of course you need police services, then she's not really the mayor for you. And again, this is all on the heels, her vanishing post this FBI raid, of a mass violence incident, mass shooting that occurred on Juneteenth, where the mayor has been completely absent from this. Now, I didn't actually show this part. It's linked in the description if you want to watch this press conference for yourself. It's not even that long, but she had to open up by addressing that because she went missing, went into hiding post the FBI raid, and the fact of the matter is she never really addressed that. So she paid lip service to holding all these different various people accountable, not even mentioning the fact that, of course, since she's taken office, homicides and all these other problems in the city of Oakland have spiked dramatically. So yeah, save me the performance, save me the ridiculousness of this particular segment. We understand that we have a very powerful family that holds influence over you. They're connected with the Vietnamese Chamber of Commerce, and they've apparently gotten you to have trips to the nation of Vietnam, and all of this just smells really fishy. So what I want to hear from you is not emotionally how you're the mayor of the city of Oakland. We already know how Oaklanders feel about you, in that they're about to recall you. So this idea that you're just this champion of the people, you're just a poor like everybody else, you're just a stat sack that needs support is absurd to me. It's a joke, and I've had enough with it.
We're working overtime to do the right thing and to make the world a better place. And no matter how hard you strive and push and fight and stay positive, and that you don't give up because you believe in yourself and you know what you have to offer this world, that you just cannot catch a break.
I mean, come on. This lady is saying, I'm here to do the right thing and make the world a better place. Who the hell is she? Captain Planet? Are we serious with this? She's pretending like she's a superhero right now and that the FBI was cracking down on her. And again, we have issues with certain FBI agents, certain FBI cases appearing to be politically motivated, but the fact of the matter is, they did not investigate this woman for years before this recall petition actually existed, get the approval for this search warrant, and time it to the point where it's the day after they finished the petition for her recall. That's a bit absurd. And what did she want? They were doing a simultaneous raid on 4 different locations. Only one of them was her residence. Were they supposed to just hit those other residents and leave whatever evidence that was in her residence completely untouched because it would have been politically not good to go after her at a time when she's in a precarious position due to her own policies that are completely unrelated to this potential corruption scandal? It's an absurd notion, and honestly, this mayor looks like she's done. She sounds like she's given the siren call for somebody who's headed to prison, so I don't think Mayor Sheng Tao is long for this political world. But you know what? Those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think this press conference won you over? Do you think that this woman is standing up against the elites by teaming up with Vietnamese billionaires and basically giving away the store to them for illegal campaign contributions? Or do you think that this is going to be the end for her? Recall campaign investigation, it's a wrap. It's game over. Sad day for her. She needs to get the hell out, and hopefully a new mayor comes in and instills a new culture, maybe even the previous culture, where they actually hire police and use them to reduce crime in that city. But you know what? those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like the video, show them by leaving a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on the social media, support me via the support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about Mayor Shang Tao coming out of hiding. Till next time.
Hello, Rich.
Yes, hello, Mike.
I invited you here today because, one, I know you hate Star Wars. Two, I know you hate Jedis. Three, I know you hate the current discourse around Star Wars. And four, I know you absolutely love talking about vitriolic politics.
Oh my God.
So, with that said, welcome to our review of The Acolyte.
The Acolyte? I watched Ahsoka. Oh, I'll be back.
Okay, I'll wait here.
I'll be back. I got 4 hours.
Yeah, roughly.
Oh, sorry, I'm microphone
Well,
cord.
you should probably disconnect your microphone.
Yeah.
The TV's all the way upstairs.
It's.
Don't rip that. That was a gift to us by Devin Sawa.
Oh shit.
Last night, a Jedi was murdered.
God, can I really? I don't know if I could hear anything more about Star Wars for the rest of my fucking life, even if it's Red Letter Media.
In the name of peace. But that peace is a lie.
You sent me a text like a couple
No, or maybe I could do it.
nights ago. You said, Rich Evans, we're watching The Acolyte. And I think my response to you was just, you. And I'm very curious what you had to say about this, because the fact that you wanted to watch this means either A, it's surprisingly good, or B, it was going to be amazingly bad. And my experience watching it is, this is highly mediocre.
My interest in it is more around the clash of cultures and the online response, which I found that.
Hey losers, it's the Duke of the Dabbleverse. Stuttering John Melendez here to tell you about DabbleCon 2 in Rochester, New York, August 16th and 17th. All of your favorite Dabbleverse streamers will be there, like Lady K, the Shitwayer, Bedabbler Matuki, the Potato, the Orange, Bob Levy, and of course the racist Anthony Lugia. Ready for an action-packed weekend of trashing me and drinking Coors. DabbleCon 2 in Rochester, New York, August 16th and 17th. Don't be a Get your tickets now at WATPlive.com.
God, John loves that word. He's got to stop with the upslur. It's offensive to a lot of people out there.
But he didn't call Anthony cocky, which I appreciate.
Right. That was good. Just a
Professional.
Yes. So, I don't normally do this, but I am on top of shit from today. John Cho wasn't even over before we started today. I'm pissed. From John's show today because I was watching closely. As you know, things have escalated quite a bit since we last checked in on John. He was promising to head down to the precinct to make sure that Kate Meany was arrested. He was promising to file FBI reports. And this is all over the fact that Kate Meany recorded their phone calls and then came on Point Devil Point, told us about what John had said. We didn't play any phone calls on the show. Not that anyone's saying that we did. We didn't. But then later on the Uncle Rico show, they played a clip of John using that F slur, to which John came out and said, I was probably just doing my Spicoli impression. Well, no, first he goes, that's AI. Yeah, that's AI. That's AI, John. And then he goes, I mean, maybe I was doing my Spicoli impression. I guarantee, John goes, I guarantee, right after, because Shuli cut it off. Right after I said that, I probably went, Spicoli, Fast Times, whatever. So Shuli's like, all right, let's see what he says after that. Let's see if he says I'm just kidding or whatever. Because basically, Kate Meany was talking about her boyfriend likes a certain cocktail, espresso martini. And John said he's an F slur for that. And then Shuli played the longer version where John did not say he was joking, he wasn't doing a Spicoli impression.
And here's how you know I'm serious about this.
So, because of this, John thinks, and I think that John really thinks this, which is why he's such a fucking loser. He thinks that because he was in California while he was talking to Kate Meany, that he can get Kate Meany arrested, and everyone who's playing this, arrested and thrown in prison for...
And their parents.
And their parents, too! Yeah, he's gonna sue them, he's gonna get them arrested, everyone's going to prison. He said something, I don't have this clip for today's package, but he said something the other day where he goes, now, it's only a misdemeanor, but you can be fined up to $2,500 and you could spend up to a year in jail. He goes, so, okay, maybe they'll only spend 6 months in jail. You fucking idiot. That's not how this works. That's how misdemeanors work at all. Could you imagine there are people in jail for misdemeanors? Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah, that's silly. Like, it's a misdemeanor. You don't go to jail for that. I mean, you barely go to jail for felonies these days. I don't know what he expects to happen with this.
My favorite is he's just like, yeah, California, they don't like it when people record phone calls. They don't care if you rob a Rite Aid in California. What are you talking about, John? You can do anything you fucking want in California. They've stopped enforcing the law. This is a well-known fact about California.
Yeah, the only wilder place is Florida.
Yes, right. For very different reasons, but yes, I agree. So, John comes out on his show today, and he explains, and people are putting one in the chat. That's one of the funniest things, too, is that John was boasting about people who were watching his show. He's all braggadocious about, I got 900 people in here. And someone's like, yeah, but 890 of them hate you. He's just like, that's not true. That's not true. So then the secretary says, put one if you hate John. And the whole chat just ones for days. And then a few moments later, maybe 5-7 minutes later, John goes, I don't know why people keep typing ones into the chat. Like, it was going on forever, and you'd already forgotten why people were doing that.
Yeah, he's got selective memory when it comes to things that aren't, working out for him.
Right.
Like, he didn't remember, he didn't know who Chris Silva was when he popped up on his page. Like, I don't know who that is, and that's his nephew. So,
yeah.
All right.
You say so.
Yeah.
All right, so this is John starting off his show from today, talking about what he's up to.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I filled out the report with the FBI, and I will make sure they uphold the rule of law. Okay? Not only one report, 3. 3 reports. Against Kate Meany, Shitware, and you. And then, of course, the potato. Okay? So don't think, oh, and also Obnoxious John. You guys think that I'm not gonna fucking do what I'm supposed to do?
Do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to come back with jokes and pranks at other people. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. He's just like, obviously my obligation now is to get the FBI involved in the Dabbleverse. Nope. Also, I love the idea that he's filling out these reports. He doesn't know these people's names. The fact that he's just going, and I got the potato in there, and Obnoxious John is also in there. This is insane.
Bro, he sent a cease and desist to Shuli and put our names on it. He can't even. He has to get a group rate with even his legal
Right,
documents.
yeah, right. And please let Zenhausen know that he also needs to cease and desist.
All right,
Yeah,
first 30 minutes cut.
Get right on that.
It's insane. It's insane. He won one little
That's a good start.
that Sirius was backing against him and Sharon Stone one time, and now he's like.
I got an hour editing it, so that's okay.
He never worked for Sirius.
I might be back with a new stream. Probably not though. I should go to sleep.
By her bodyguards, and they settled out of court. He could have made way
Thanks for
more money
watching.
probably
Stay metal. Hail
if he actually
Satan.
taken it